The North Carolina High School Athletic Association's playoffs wrapped up over the weekend, and with their conclusion, the 2018 All-SAC football team was announced. For the second season in a row, the Raider football team headlined the All-SAC squad with the most players, as 18 total Raiders earned the postseason honor. Head coach Brian Till was recognized as the SAC's Coach of the Year following the Raiders' 11-2 season that saw them clinch their first conference title since 2010. Richmond's 18 selections were complemented by 9 selections from 71st High School, 7 from Scotland, and 6 from Pinecrest High School. Rounding out the All-SAC team were players from Purnell Sweat and Jack Britt with 3 each, and Lumberton and Hoke County High Schools each having 1. For Coach Till, the recognition as Coach of the Year is something he appreciates, but was quick to credit his coaching staff for their help in him getting the award. This is his 4th career Coach of the Year honor, as he earned it in his first year at Cape Fear High School, while also getting it twice while at Terry Sanford High School. For a full listing of the 2018 All-SAC football team, visit richmondobserver.com. North Carolina's 9th Congressional District could be left without representation in Washington for an undetermined amount of time. The North Carolina State Board of Elections and Ethics Enforcement announced Friday that it will hold a public hearing January 11th on the investigation into voting irregularities in the district. The problem: the U.S. House of Representatives convenes on January 3rd. According to the Committee on House Administration, if the office is still vacant when Congress is sworn in, the clerk of the House will take over the office. Some of Representative Robert Pittenger's staff may stay on board for constituent services. If not, the clerk will hire a staff. Earlier this month, the state board refused to certify the race results because of allegations of election fraud in Bladen County by someone working for the Mark Harris campaign. Less than 1,000 votes currently separate Harris, who defeated Pittenger in the Republican primary, and Democratic challenger Dan McCready. Richmond County farmers who suffered hurricane-related losses have 2 more days to apply for state help. The North Carolina Department of Agriculture has extended the deadline for the disaster relief program to December 20th. The Hurricane Florence Agricultural Disaster Program of 2018 is a one-time assistance program for agricultural producers who suffered a loss due to Hurricane or Tropical Storm Florence. On December 4th, a $240 million bill was signed into law to provide direct assistance to farmers. This is assistance for livestock, poultry, crops, hay, pasture land, nursery, and specialty crops that were damaged or lost due to the hurricanes. For more information, you can contact Ashley Robbins at 919-542-8203. A rock show and a magic show came together as one Monday night as Rockstar Magic performed at Leith Memorial Library. The magician duo of Chris Bays and Neil Chamberlain have performed about 30 shows in Richmond County and tour North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia 300 times a year. Otherwise known as Carolina's most popular magicians, Chris and Neil are jokingly trying to expand that moniker to most popular on the Eastern Seaboard. As for Monday's show, the duo began by asking the kids in attendance 2 questions: who likes to have fun and who likes magic? If you put those 2 together, you have fun magic, Bays went on to say. Chris and Neil's performances always rely heavily on audience participation, and Monday was no different. Bays proceeded to hypnotize everyone using a mesmerizing spinning disc. The pair previously performed 2 separate shows before hooking up for Rockstar Magic 10 years ago, and they continue to entertain audiences with holiday tricks, such as making it snow inside, which they did inside the Calvin Little Room. The 2 left the show with some words of wisdom. Quote, "Love is free, it doesn't cost a thing. This holiday season, share some love." All right, when we return, I'll be bringing you your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Hi, this is Christina with Richmond County Hospice. I'm with Julie and Holly, and we're here to talk about how wonderful Hayden Construction was during our recent pipe bursting and flooding in our building.
In 10 to 15 minutes they were here and they were already starting to work vacuuming up the water, trying to figure out where all the damage was, what all they needed to do.
They were so quick to get on the scene. They were here before I even arrived, and it was just reassuring to have them come in and take control.
We are so thankful that they were here to help us that day.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts. And today has been wonderful when it comes to the weather. As for tomorrow, much of the same is expected. As we take a look at the map behind me, starting up in Fayetteville for tomorrow, a high of 53, low of 47. Down in Lumberton, a high of 55, low of 49. And then back up in Rayford, a high of 53 with a low of 46. Right above my shoulder, up in Moore County, specifically Southern Pines for tomorrow, a high of 54, low of 45. Back down south of that, if you're heading east, down 74 in Laurinburg, 54 for the high, low of 47. Here in Richmond County, in Rockingham, expect a high of 53 for tomorrow, a low of 45 tomorrow night. In the northern end of the county, up in Ellerby, 53 for the high tomorrow, low of 46. And then across the PD River over in Anson County in Wadesboro, a high of 53, low of 42. And as you can see, lots of sunshine and a few clouds scattered in there as well. That brings us to the 5-day weather forecast. As I just mentioned, should be beautiful tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 53, a low of 45. For Thursday, though, a 100% chance of precipitation expected. So make sure to have your umbrella ready because you are going to need it. The high for that day will be 59, which will be the highest out of the next 5 days. The low is only going to dip down to 57. So again, we've seen this over the last couple of weekends where the temperature has approached or even gone above 60. However, it seemed to rain that entire time. But as we get into the weekend on Friday, it should be partly cloudy throughout the day. A few chances for some thunderstorms, a 50% chance of precipitation expected on Friday with a high of 57, a low of 39. As we move further through the weekend on Saturday, should be another beautiful day. No rain expected, nothing but sunshine, high of 52, low all the way down of 31. So Saturday night, you can expect some freezing temperatures at night. And then as we finish out the weekend, another beautiful, gorgeous day on Sunday. Nothing but sunshine, high of 55, low of 35. So as I mentioned, the temperature is going to get all the way up close to 60 and back all the way down to freezing temperatures. So a lot of up and down. Of course, this is typical of North Carolina weather, especially here as we approach Christmas. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. When we return, we've got your Oro Sports update. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection. friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
Monday's matchup for the Richmond varsity girls basketball team was deja vu for the Lady Raiders, but not in the way head coach Teddy Mosley would have liked. The Lady Raiders fell back to the 500 mark on the season after losing to Ronald Reagan High School 43-28. It marks the second time in 2 weeks that Richmond fell to the Reagan Lady Raiders, as they also lost on the road on December 7th by a final score of 60-40. Much like the first meeting, Richmond struggled with ball control, hitting shots from the field and rebounding the ball. All three were aspects that Mosley reflected on heavily after the Lady Raiders' second straight loss. The next time the Lady Raiders will hit the court will be at the Anson Shootout, which is scheduled for Friday, December 21st and Saturday, December 22nd at Anson High School. Richmond will face Union Academy at 4 p.m. on Friday to open the holiday tournament. On the boys' varsity basketball team, they made their long-awaited home debut against the visiting Ronald Reagan Raiders. Despite Richmond slamming home 3 dunks, 2 by junior Jarvis Tillman and another by senior A.J. Isaac, the home Raiders lost to the visiting Raiders 51-50 on a late-game jump shot by Clayton Crawford. With the loss, Richmond is now 1-5 on the season. Xavier Pettigrew went to the free throw line after being fouled with a minute 26 left in the fourth quarter, with Richmond leading 49-47. After the missed attempts, Crawford tipped in an offensive rebound to tie the game at 49 on the next Reagan possession. Following a timeout, senior Alex Quick gave Richmond a 1-point advantage as he hit 1 of 2 free throws. Richmond will look to win its second game of the season on Friday, December 21st, as the Raiders will join the girls' team in the Anson Shootout. The Raiders will play Parkwood High School in the opening round. Tip-off for Game 1 in the tournament is scheduled for 5:30 p.m. at Anson High School. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. Be sure to download the RO app for your mobile device. For all the latest news in Richmond County, visit richmondobserver.com. Be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills every morning, Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. And of course, don't forget the RO Sports Show can now be caught 3 days a week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So for the Live at 5 crew, I'm Matt Harrelson. Good night, Richmond County.